Hello everybody and welcome in, and it is time. We have got this 499k summoner score just sitting here, and I've been waiting, I've been putting this off probably for the last 2 weeks. But now it's time. The newest Sorcerer's challenges are here. And with that, here is a look at what a nearly 500k free-to-play roster is looking like. So, we have got my first piece of the tier 8 gear attached, going towards gear tier 9. And with that, it brings so much extra bonuses. And I can't wait to get more, but it's this huge grind until the next raid comes out. But I do have like the full Sensational 6 team here. I've got my main team, which is probably like the Hades, Panic and Pain crew with Ursula. So going for a bit of a villain's vibe. And these are my stacks. I think I've got, what, let's count this, 5, 10, 15, 22. About 22 tier 8s, and I can do another one. Which we won't be doing just yet. But I can do another one, is the thing. I can do Esmeralda right now. I have farmed her right up. So let us start by going all the way down here. And I love the new fixes that they have brought in. That when you go in and out of characters, you actually stay there. But here's a little peep as well at my Wreck-It Ralph team. I know people have been asking about that, and I've just got the 5-star, so I will have Wreck-It Ralph unlock next time. So let us go straight into the 500Ks. We made it. And it's not only that. So we've got him up there. Now let's go Vanellope and get her up. So Wreck-It Ralph, good. Sitting there, we're going to get a 5-star. Probably going to look hopefully get a 6-star if we're lucky. And then when we finish doing all those off, I need to get these guys all up. These guys have been sitting here for near on a year, or probably a good year, at over a year and a half. Oof. Next. So it's about time we're getting these ones up, and I've just been holding off for so long. But with the new summoner challenges here, they have to go up. They have to get started for all those bonus points. I want to do that. Last time we did reach the top 26 globally as a free-to-play player in the Summoner Showdown. So definitely something I want to try and hold that spot down. Hopefully get the top of my shard as well. And with that, we are going to need to be doing, I want to take all these characters up to gear tier 4 or 5. Just for max points. I've always been trying to maximize and get the most of my gear and farming and all of that. So we will be doing all of this. We will be getting there, and I think I'll be taking up to gear tier 5. But we'll look at that later. But all of these different upgrades, I'm like just been holding off, and for as long as I can, for as long as I could have, and I'm just like, I need to do it. I absolutely need to do it. So let me just gear up and get all of these onto good old Jangles right here, and we'll take him up to tier 4. Here we go. And we're gonna go for tier 5s probably, if the points are worth it. These are some of my last low characters as well, so I'm gonna be struggling from here on out. But like I've just had so many characters that I've been putting off upgrading recently, just because I've been wanting to be here for you all and hit that 500k with you all. People want to see it. People are always in doubt, but there it is. It feels good. And that Frollo, let's get that Frollo up as well. I want to working our way to that 7-star Frollo. All right. So I definitely could have done this a couple of weeks ago. But let's have a good look, and we'll have a look over this roster now, and then we'll have a talk about a few things. And I do have to do a lot of catching up to do. So let's go from the top. I touched on this before, but let us go and have a look. Like, I went as a free-to-play player. I want to touch on a few things that I chose to invest in and I went all out on. Let us go. Where do we find? Come on, don't do this to me. I just need to check on what the actual tag is. Sensational 6, isn't it? Or is it the Sensational 6? Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. But here we go. Let us see if we can sort all this out. Alright, so let's go. The Sensational 6. Alright, let us get back into this. Let us get back into this. Thus, and why is it up the top there? Crazy. It's not an order. But I went for Sensational 6, and I went for them for a reason. I went on them early on. A lot of people were going for Big Hero 6 and going for Baymaxes and Go-Go's and Honey Lemons and all the sorts to tier 8. Whereas I did Hero very, very early on, just for what Hero used to be. He used to be far more OP than he is now. But then, after we saw the damage that Go-Go was laying down and all these other things, and people using Baymax, like, I early on just didn't like Baymax. Like, I think it's just way too OP, and it does a whole lot, which is great. And if you're free to play, is definitely, because of that, he's going to give you more bang for your buck. But I just held on, and then as soon as Sensational 6 came out and I saw this, I was like, you know what, I'm not going to go for the Big Hero 6. I'm going to go for Sensational 6. I'm going to go for Mickey, because Mickey was nuts, and the rest of these, just because on defense, what it's going to do for me is it's going to solidify my place in tournaments, in ST tournaments. I'm going to be able to get up and hang with the best, and that pays out. As a free-to-play player, that pays out in gems daily. That is important. That is important for a free-to-play player. So that's what I did. I'll show you all my current defenses and what that is doing, because this is pretty huge. The Sensational 6 have bought me a lot, and it has definitely been amazing. And I didn't, as you can see, I did go for Pluto being my 5th Sensational 6 character, not Goofy. Even though I would get a trophy for Goofy, like, there's no, outside of that, there's no extra gains. And I'm like, I want the best use for my club defenses, so I'm going to go for Pluto. This also, Sensational 6 has the best gamma gains on their event for Mickey, and the prestige event, and that is so huge. It is huge. So that is why I went that route. Then I've also gone for like Hades, Panic and Pain, Ursula, that, as I said before. And I've then like done all the main ones that you need to have a good solid competitive team. And then I went to start doing a few just characters that I love, like Scrooge McDuck. And I've finally done Scrooge McDuck, and I love that. And he's going to be amazing. And I've just started doing some of my princesses up. And that is all for princesses are super solid now. But also, not only that I want to maximize rewards. So they're going to be helping me out in the Hunchback Tower. So this is all what I'm doing. And with all of this, it seems to be pretty amazing. So let me just go on down here a little bit. And what we have done, we've got a whole bunch of tier 7s which we've had for a wee while. But you can also see some of my choices. So some of these, for anyone who's wondering, yes, I'm a free-to-play player. Yes, I've got 1 year extra than most other people play. I started at the very start of the soft launch beta. Oh yeah, Crixus, welcome in. Thank you very much. Let us actually thank you, Crixus, for the support. And anybody who doesn't know Crixus streams, that runs competitions, runs little tournaments. I say little tournaments, but they're getting bigger and they're getting better rewards as well. Partnering up with Glue for some of these, and it is pretty amazing what some things that they're getting. So that is amazing in itself. So if anyone doesn't know already, check out Crixus. But let us continue on with this. What I've also done, you'll see most of my characters are all down here in the tier 6 range, and this is mainly because just maximizing rewards, getting the most I can out of events, and then stopping. And it's all just about getting things where I need to be, and then once I've finished off requirements for events, that's when I go and take other characters that I want to play with up to higher stages. So that is my aim, that is my goal, and that is pretty much a free to play life right there, is what you're having to do. So we do have all those there. We've got all the Hercules characters, pretty much all those other newer event characters, all at tier 6. Now the Wreck-It Ralph ones are a bit of a killer. I can probably do another one at the moment, and then I've still another few left, so I'm just holding out for a little bit with those. With all these new modes coming out, I just want to make sure I'm spending my resources wisely, as with the farm for them, I am still a little bit behind. So it's not going to matter if I get them all up to tier 7 straight away if I don't have the stars up. So just trying to be wise with my resources, as you've got to be. And then we've got a few unlocked down here at the bottom, which we do have to unlock more. So it's all coming along. But with this, ooh, don't disconnect me from my server, please. Come on, Glue, not now. With this, what all of this is doing for me is it is holding me up in the top 10 of the ST, and I can make my way back up to the top any of these days, which is pretty big. And it is helping, like, having the defenses to stack up and to hold off these other ones, like that right there is it's what helps as a free to play to have your team help you keep up there, keep near the top, but also help you in your playing as well. So this is the team that I have currently run on my defense, and I've been swapping it up, just seeing what works best, and I like to alternate things. So I've only just put Ursula back in. I was running Mickey for a good long while, and then I'm just swapping running Minnie for a while, because Minnie can be very 50-50, and that can be pretty crazy. So I have been swapping her in and out, but Ursula brings that change. If people start running teams that can counter your team, then you just throw it up and I'll put Ursula in there. And what that does is that they're then prepared for facing minis and got used to the orders to take them down, and then I'll just change it up. So change things up. It is definitely there, but it is definitely what we want to do. I'm very excited for the Summoner Showdowns coming along, and previously was sitting first of my group, so I should be able to get back up on top of it once I've used some of my attempts, and that right there is pretty cool. So hopefully, if that stays the same, hopefully as long as I can get some good games in, I should be able to stay up there. I was sitting at 26 before this new round came out, and Crixus is killing it up at the top there. Nearly gained about 400k this round. So he knows his stuff. He's doing pretty well. Those Delta runes though, that is the what the main goal is, and like maximize your rewards. That's all I'm about. If I can then maximize my rewards, that means I can gain more, grow more, and then I can then put things into other characters that I want to have up, and I can gain more and grow more because of that. So that is definitely a huge thing for me, and it helps. Is what helps you just keep on going. So I will definitely keep this going, and I will definitely just rock my way through all of this, because it is definitely what we're wanting. And just picking up all of these, maximize it for the game modes. We need them, we want them, and that's what it is. So hopefully this is inspiration for some of you guys. Yes, this will be like in another year's time. There'll be some of you guys who can have the potential to just jump up to getting up to the 500k range or more. You'll have, like, we had people, what, year and a half in free to play, you've already got tier 8 characters, and that is solid. So combining that for a year on, you'll have more and more and more. The more game modes that we get, the more summoner showdowns, the more raids, the more every other game modes that they bring in, the more rewards we'll bring in, and it's just going to help you expand and grow your account. So that's huge. So hopefully that helps. Hopefully gives some inspiration to some of y'all, and we'll definitely be getting back onto things with more content to come. So we'll see you soon.